Ladies and gentlemen, let me start by asking you a question. How much time do you spend focusing on your dreams, on what you truly want in life? Now, I'm not talking about fleeting wishes or random goals. I'm talking about the deep, genuine aspirations that stir your heart and light a fire within you. The kind of dreams that only you can see, only you can feel, and only you can achieve. You see, the power of focusing on yourself and your dreams lies in the simple truth that your future is in your hands. It's not in the hands of anyone else, no boss, no spouse, no teacher. It's all up to you. And it starts with the ability to focus. Focus is the greatest tool you have, and when you apply it to your own personal growth, to your own dreams, you unlock a power that can't be denied. When you focus on yourself, you are not being selfish. You are investing in your own potential. Too many people waste their time and energy on distractions, on things that don't move them forward. But the most successful individuals, the ones who change the game, are those who turn inward. They have an unwavering focus on their own growth, their own goals, and their own purpose. If you want to achieve something meaningful, it's not just about wishful thinking, it's about putting in the work, day after day with focus and determination. You can't afford to be distracted by what others are doing or what they think. The world will always be full of opinions, but none of them matter more than your own vision of your life. So take a moment and reflect. What are your dreams? Are you spending enough time focusing on them? Are you feeding them with action, with discipline, and with the mindset of someone who is destined for greatness? Your dreams are a reflection of your potential, and the more you focus on them, the more you build the life that you want. So start today. Start right now. Focus on yourself, focus on your dreams, and watch as the power of that focus transforms your life. Don't give control of your life to anyone else. Take responsibility for your dreams and start working towards them today. The key to success is not just hard work, but focused work. Invest your energy where it counts on your growth, your goals, your future. It's easy to get distracted by what others are doing, but the most successful people keep their eyes on their own path, not on someone else's. Don't let anyone tell you your dreams are too big or unrealistic. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Your dreams are a reflection of your potential. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's the daily focused actions that will eventually lead to the achievement of your dreams. Focus alone won't get you there. It takes discipline to stay on course, to keep going even when the road gets tough. You won't get what you want without giving up something. Be prepared to sacrifice distractions, bad habits, and even comfort to reach your dreams. There will always be critics, doubters, and distractions. The secret is to tune them out and stay focused on what matters most, your goals. Your dreams won't just happen by chance. You must grow into the person who can achieve them. This requires self-improvement and constant learning. When you direct your energy and attention on what matters most, nothing can stand in your way. Focus on yourself and your dreams and watch everything change. Your future is in your hands. Think about that for a moment. The way your life turns out, the level of success you achieve, and the fulfillment you experience all comes down to you. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that external circumstances, other people, or even fate have control over your life, but that's a lie. The truth is, everything you want in life, everything you dream of, starts with the decisions you make today. You see, you are the architect of your own destiny. Life will present opportunities, challenges, and setbacks, but how you respond is what truly matters. It's not the circumstances that define you, it's the choices you make in response to those circumstances. Every day is a new chance to take charge of your future, to make decisions that align with your goals and values. Too many people wait for things to happen, hoping for the right moment, the right opportunity, or the right people to come along. But the reality is, if you want something different in your life, you have to be willing to take the first step. You have to be willing to act, to commit to your dreams, and to put in the hard work necessary to bring those dreams to fruition. Waiting around for someone else to give you permission to succeed will only hold you back. It's easy to point fingers, to blame your circumstances, to look at others who seem to have it easier or more opportunities than you. But that's a dangerous game. When you focus on what others have or what's wrong in your life, you give away your power. You allow outside forces to control how you feel and how you act. Instead, take ownership. Understand that your future doesn't depend on what happens to you, but on what you decide to do with what happens. When you embrace the idea that your future is in your hands, it becomes empowering. It means that no matter where you start, no matter what you face, you have the ability to turn things around. You can choose to learn, to grow, and to push through the challenges. You can decide to work harder, smarter, and more effectively than you ever have before. You control your actions, your thoughts, and your reactions, and when you take ownership of these, you take ownership of your future. The key here is that you don't need to wait for things to be perfect. You don't need all the answers or the perfect circumstances to get started. What you need is the belief in yourself and the willingness to take action. Every small step, every decision to move forward brings you closer to the life you desire. So stop waiting for someone else to shape your future, take the reins, and build the life you want, starting today. Focus is your greatest tool. It's the one thing that will determine whether you succeed or fail. The world we live in today is full of distractions. Everywhere you look, there's something trying to pull your attention away from what really matters. Social media, news, the opinions of others, these are all noise that can keep you from achieving your true potential. But there's one thing that can help you rise above it all, and that is the power of focus. Focus is more than just paying attention. It's about directing your energy and efforts toward what you truly want to achieve. It's about giving all your mental and physical resources to your most important goals and not letting anything derail you along the way. When you focus on something with intensity and purpose, you create momentum. And momentum is the force that propels you forward when everything else might be holding you back. The reason focus is so powerful is that it cuts through the clutter of life. It allows you to eliminate distractions and hone in on what's essential. When you focus on a goal, your actions become more purposeful. You stop wasting time on activities that don't contribute to your progress. Instead, you invest your time, energy, and resources into things that align with your vision. This kind of focus doesn't happen by accident. It's a choice you make every day. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to focus on too many things at once. They spread themselves thin, attempting to juggle several goals and responsibilities, only to find that they're not making significant progress in any one area. But success doesn't come from being busy, it comes from being focused. When you narrow your attention to one thing at a time, you can pour all your effort into it and move forward with strength and confidence. The key is to stay focused on the right things, not just the urgent things. To build this kind of focus, you must be disciplined. You have to say no to things that don't serve your purpose and commit to staying on course, even when the temptation to get sidetracked arises. Distractions will always be there, but you can choose whether to give them your energy. Focus requires consistency. It's not enough to be focused for a day or a week. You have to maintain that laser-like focus over time, no matter what challenges or setbacks you encounter. When you truly focus, you unlock a level of productivity that most people never experience. You stop wasting energy on activities that don't bring you closer to your goals. Instead, you begin to take deliberate actions that push you forward, one step at a time. And as you continue to focus on what matters, you build momentum, and that momentum compounds, leading you toward greater achievements and success. The power of focus isn't just in what you achieve, it's in how you transform as a person. Focus forces you to become disciplined, resilient, and purposeful. It requires you to block out the noise, to ignore the distractions, and to put everything you have into the things that matter most. Focus is what separates the dreamers from the achievers. It's what will turn your potential into results and your aspirations into reality. So make focus your greatest tool and watch how it unlocks the life you've always dreamed of. Don't chase others, chase your own dreams. Too many people spend their lives looking over their shoulder, measuring their progress by someone else's standards. They compare their journey to the success of others, and in doing so, they lose sight of what truly matters, their own path. It's easy to get caught up in the success stories of those around you, the person with the perfect career, the shiny house, the social media highlight reel. But when you're busy chasing someone else's dream, you're neglecting your own. The truth is, your life is unique. The dreams that stir your heart, the goals that excite you are meant for you and only you. No one else can live your life for you, and no one else can walk your path. If you're constantly chasing someone else's success, you're losing time and energy that could be spent building your own. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't learn from others. The most successful people don't get there alone. They learn from the experiences of those who have gone before them. But there's a huge difference between learning from someone's success and trying to replicate their life. Your journey isn't about becoming a carbon copy of someone else. It's about discovering who you are, what you truly want, and building the life that aligns with your passions and purpose. When you focus on chasing your own dreams, you're free to define success on your own terms. It's easy to get distracted by what everyone else is doing, but remember, what works for one person might not work for you. What excites someone else may not excite you. The only way to truly be happy and fulfilled is to stop trying to measure up to someone else's success and start creating your own. Chasing your own dreams requires courage. It's not always the easiest path. It means stepping away from the crowd and trusting that your journey is the right one for you. You may face setbacks, criticism, or doubt along the way. But those who follow their own dreams aren't afraid to fail because they understand that each failure is a lesson that brings them closer to their goal. They don't look at the journey as something that happens to them, they see it as something they are actively creating. You must be willing to invest in your own dreams, even when others don't understand. It's easy to get approval when you follow the crowd, but true success comes when you trust your own vision. You have to believe in what you're doing, even if it doesn't make sense to everyone else. Don't wait for permission to chase what's in your heart. If you feel called to do something, go after it with everything you have. The power of chasing your own dreams is that you're not bound by someone else's definition of success. You're building something that is meaningful to you, something that reflects your values, your passions, and your purpose. It's easy to get distracted by the noise and the opinions of others, but when you focus on your own path, you create a life that is uniquely yours. One of the most significant sacrifices you'll need to make is time. Time is the most precious resource you have, and if you're not intentional about how you spend it, you'll find yourself wasting it on things that don't move you closer to your goals. There's no way around it. If you want to achieve something meaningful, you'll have to give up some of your free time. That could mean putting in extra hours at work, waking up earlier, or dedicating evenings to learning and growing. Success demands that you put in the hours when others are resting or wasting time. Another sacrifice you may have to make is comfort. The path to success isn't always easy or pleasant. It's filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments where you feel like quitting. But the person who is willing to push through those moments, who is willing to leave behind their comfort zone, is the person who will eventually find success. Whether it's dealing with the discomfort of failure, the exhaustion from working long hours, or the uncertainty of taking risks, comfort must take a back seat. Growth happens when you challenge yourself, when you stretch beyond what you thought was possible. Success also requires sacrificing relationships that no longer serve your purpose. This is one of the hardest sacrifices to make, but it's often necessary for growth. You will encounter people who aren't aligned with your vision, who try to hold you back or distract you from your goals. These relationships, no matter how comfortable or familiar they may seem, can prevent you from reaching your potential. Sometimes you have to make the difficult decision to distance yourself from people who don't support your journey or who drag you into negativity. Sacrificing unhealthy relationships allows you to surround yourself with those who elevate you and encourage you to keep going. The most important sacrifice of all is the willingness to give up the idea of overnight success. Many people think that success happens quickly, but the truth is, it's a long-term commitment. It requires you to sacrifice the notion that things will come easily or fast. Instead, you have to embrace the journey, understanding that the real rewards come from consistent effort over time. The sacrifices you make today will pay off in the future, but only if you're patient and committed. So if you're serious about achieving success, ask yourself, what are you willing to give up? Are you ready to sacrifice your time, your comfort, and the things that hold you back? Success isn't something that happens by accident. It's earned through hard work, discipline, and the sacrifices you make along the way. The price of success is high, but the rewards are far greater. The question is, are you willing to pay it? Because if you are, there's nothing that can stop you. Learn to ignore the noise. In today's world, it's harder than ever to stay focused. There's a constant stream of distractions, opinions, and influences that can pull you in 1,000 different directions. The noise comes in many forms: social media updates, news headlines, the opinions of well-meaning friends and family, and the constant chatter that tells you what you should be doing or who you should be. But if you want to achieve greatness, you have to learn to tune out the noise and focus on what really matters. Noise is the voice of the world telling you what's important, but not all of it aligns with your vision or your goals. It can be easy to get caught up in the latest trends, the opinions of others, or the constant demand for your attention. But the truth is, if you listen to the noise, you will lose track of your own path. The world will always have something to say, something that might try to sway you from your mission, something that might make you doubt yourself. But the only thing that matters is what you believe is right for you and what will get you closer to your dreams. The people around you, no matter how well-intentioned, can be some of the most significant sources of noise. Their advice, often given with love and care, may not align with your true purpose. They may tell you to play it safe, to follow the crowd, or to settle for less than what you're capable of. And while it's important to respect others and listen to their perspectives, you have to remember that your dreams are yours and yours alone. No one else can walk your path, and no one else can understand your vision the way you do. You must have the courage to block out the voices that don't serve you and stay committed to your own course. One of the greatest challenges in ignoring the noise is the temptation to compare yourself to others. Social media in particular can amplify this. Everyone seems to be living their best life, achieving their dreams, or enjoying success. It's easy to get caught up in comparing your progress to theirs and feel like you're falling behind. But what you need to understand is that comparison is the thief of joy. Your journey is unique. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Focus on your own progress and stop worrying about what others are doing. The noise also comes in the form of doubts, your own inner voice questioning your ability, your worth, or the validity of your dreams. This is one of the most dangerous types of noise because it can come from within, and if you let it control you, it can derail your progress. But you have the power to silence that inner critic. Every successful person has faced moments of doubt. The key is not allowing those doubts to hold you back. Don't listen to the voice that says you can't. Listen to the voice that says you can and that you will. The noise isn't always loud. Sometimes it's subtle, just a whisper in the back of your mind, a nagging thought telling you to take the easy route, to give up, or to play it small. It's easy to fall into that trap. It's easy to listen to the voice that says, maybe you're not cut out for this, or maybe this isn't the right time, but the truth is, there is never a perfect time, and there will always be obstacles. What matters is that you keep moving forward despite the noise. Tune it out and focus on your own progress, your own vision. Learning to ignore the noise also means protecting your time and energy. Your attention is precious. Every moment spent listening to the noise is a moment you could have spent building toward your goals. It's important to learn to say no to the distractions, to the negativity, to anything that takes you away from your focus. Be intentional with how you spend your time. Guard it fiercely. When you choose to focus on what matters most, you'll realize that the noise fades into the background and your path becomes clearer. Finally, remember that the noise will always be there. It's a part of life. But you don't have to listen to it. You have the power to choose what you focus on. The more you focus on what aligns with your goals, the more you'll drown out the distractions and get closer to where you want to be. Success is a result of focus, discipline, and consistency, qualities that are impossible to maintain if you're constantly distracted by the noise around you. So take control, block out the distractions, and stay committed to your journey. Your future depends on what you choose to listen to, so choose wisely. Become the person your dreams require. It's easy to dream big, to imagine the life you want, to envision the success you crave. But the truth is, your dreams are not just about the things you want to achieve, they're about the person you need to become in order to achieve them. If you want to reach the heights of success, you need to transform into someone capable of handling the responsibility, the challenges, and the opportunities that come with that success. You see, success isn't just about getting things, it's about becoming someone different. The person who achieves big things is not the same as the person who starts with nothing. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is not only about resources or opportunities, it's about the growth you undergo to get there. If your dream is to lead a successful business, for example, you'll need to develop leadership skills, resilience, discipline, and the ability to think strategically. If your dream is to be healthy, wealthy, and fulfilled, you'll need to adopt habits that support those outcomes. You can't stay the same and expect different results. The person you are today is not yet ready for the future you dream of. You must grow into that person, and that growth requires effort, sacrifice, and sometimes even discomfort. It's easy to look at your dreams and think they're too far away, too big, too impossible. But when you focus on becoming the person who can bring those dreams into reality, everything starts to shift. You stop thinking of your dreams as something distant and start thinking about them as inevitable. The key is to start acting like the person who already has those dreams. This doesn't mean pretending or trying to force something that isn't real yet. It means developing the qualities and habits that the person you want to be would have. If you want to be someone who is successful in business, act like a successful business owner, be disciplined, focused, and strategic. If you want to be a person who is healthy and fit, start making the choices that person would make. Exercise regularly, eat well, and prioritize your health. The more you align your actions with the person you want to become, the closer you will get to becoming them. You must also be willing to let go of old versions of yourself that no longer serve your future. The habits, mindsets, and behaviors that brought you to this point may not be the same ones that will take you to the next level. This means challenging your own comfort zone, stepping into new roles, and sometimes even confronting fears and insecurities that have been holding you back. But this transformation is necessary. If you continue to behave like the person you are today, you'll keep getting the same results. You have to become the version of yourself who deserves the dreams you have. Sometimes this process requires patience and persistence. Change doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual, continuous process of improvement. You'll have setbacks, you'll face challenges, and you'll likely have moments when it feels easier to quit. But the person you are becoming is worth the effort. Every challenge is an opportunity to strengthen the qualities you'll need to achieve your dreams. Every day you stay committed to growth, you're one step closer to becoming the person who can handle the life you envision. This is the essence of personal growth, not just reaching for something outside of you, but also becoming someone inside who can handle it. And the best part is, you have control over this process. No one else can decide who you become except for you. Your future is determined by the person you choose to be today. If you can embody the qualities of the person your dreams require discipline, resilience, patience, focus, and consistency, you'll eventually find yourself living the life you've always desired. So ask yourself, who do I need to become to reach my dreams? What habits, mindsets, and actions do I need to adopt in order to make them a reality? Once you have the answer, it's simple. Start being that person today. Because becoming the person your dreams require isn't just a nice idea, it's the key to turning those dreams into your reality. So stop comparing yourself to others. Stop chasing someone else's dream. The time, energy, and effort you're spending looking at other people's lives is time you could be spending creating your own. Your dreams are waiting for you. They won't wait forever. But when you take charge of your own journey, you take full control of your future. And that's where true success begins. Your dreams are valid. Too many people allow doubt to creep in, convincing themselves that their aspirations are too big, too unrealistic, or simply out of reach. They let the opinions of others shape their vision of what's possible. And as a result, they shrink back from the very dreams that could change their lives. But here's the truth: if you can dream it, you can achieve it. Your dreams are valid, and they are meant for you. You must realize that your dreams are not some random wishful thinking. They are a reflection of your potential. What you envision for your life is not some distant fantasy. It's an indication of what you are capable of if you're willing to put in the work and stay committed to the journey. The fact that you have a dream means you have the ability to make it happen. It's easy to get caught up in the opinions and judgments of others, to listen to the voices that tell you that your dreams are too far out of reach. But those voices are not your truth. Your truth lies in the vision you carry within yourself. When you hear people tell you that your dreams are unrealistic, what they are really saying is that they have limited their own potential and can't see a world where your dreams are possible. Don't let their small thinking become your reality. Your dreams are as valid as anyone else's, and the only thing standing between you and their realization is the commitment to pursue them day in and day out. The world is full of people who doubted their dreams and gave up, but the ones who succeeded were the ones who believed in their vision, even when others didn't. They weren't discouraged by the naysayers or the obstacles that came their way. They kept their eyes on their dreams and did whatever it took to make them a reality. Your dreams are valid because they are tied to your unique purpose. No one else is meant to walk the path you are meant to walk. There's a reason that particular vision stirs something deep inside you, and it's because it's yours to bring to life. It doesn't matter what the world says about your goals, your aspirations, or your potential. What matters is that you believe in them. You believe in the person you are becoming through the pursuit of those dreams. Too often, people settle for less than what they want because they think their dreams aren't possible. They tell themselves, maybe it's just too much or it's too late for me. But that's the language of defeat. It's not the language of someone who is committed to their dreams. If your dreams are bigger than your current circumstances, that's not a sign to give up. It's a sign that you have the potential to grow into something even greater than you've imagined. Understand this: your dreams are valid, and they are waiting for you to take the first step. The journey won't always be easy. There will be doubts, there will be setbacks, and there will be people who try to discourage you. But the one thing that will keep you moving forward is the unwavering belief that your dreams are not just possible, they are destined for you. And as long as you hold on to that belief and take consistent action toward them, there is nothing that can stop you. So don't let the world tell you your dreams are too big, too bold, or too far out of reach. Your dreams are a part of who you are, and they are valid. The question is, what are you going to do about them? Are you going to shrink back, or are you going to take action and make those dreams a reality? The choice is yours, and when you believe in your dreams with everything you have, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Small steps lead to big results. It's one of the most powerful truths about success, yet it's often overlooked. People are so focused on the end goal, on the big prize, that they forget that every great achievement is the result of consistent, small actions taken over time. We live in a world that craves instant gratification, where people want results now. But the truth is, the path to success is built on the small, seemingly insignificant actions that compound and create momentum. Think about it: no one becomes a master overnight. No one achieves greatness by taking one giant leap. It's the consistent, everyday efforts that add up. Every time you make a decision to take a small step toward your goal, you're laying the foundation for something much bigger. These small actions might not seem like much in the moment, but over time they compound, they build upon each other, creating results that will blow your mind when you look back and realize how far you've come. The mistake most people make is that they want everything to happen quickly. They expect results without putting in the work, without taking those small steps consistently. But that's not how success works. It's about doing the little things, reading a book for an hour a day, making one more call to a potential client, writing just one more page of that book you've always wanted to write. These are the things that add up. These small actions accumulate and over time create a level of progress that seems almost impossible to achieve in a short period. You see, it's easy to get discouraged when the results don't come quickly. We all want instant success, but success doesn't come from one big push. It comes from steady, incremental improvement. It's the person who commits to showing up every day, even when they don't feel like it, that gets the results. It's the person who chooses to take one more step forward, even when the progress seems slow, who ends up accomplishing extraordinary things. Small steps also allow you to stay focused on the process instead of obsessing over the outcome. The problem with focusing solely on the result is that it can overwhelm you. The distance between where you are now and where you want to be can feel so great that it discourages you before you even start. But when you focus on the small steps, the things you can control today, you take away the pressure. You stop thinking about how far you have to go and start thinking about what you can do right now. It's these small, daily actions that build the habits and discipline necessary to reach your goals. Another benefit of small steps is that they allow you to learn as you go. When you take small, deliberate actions, you give yourself room to adjust, to correct course, and to learn from your mistakes. Big, sudden moves can be risky because they don't allow you to test the waters, to build confidence, or to make the necessary adjustments. But when you break down your goal into smaller tasks, you can improve along the way, making each step more effective than the last. Remember, success is a marathon, not a sprint. It's the result of consistent effort over time. It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see immediate results, but trust the process. Trust that every small step you take is bringing you closer to where you want to be. So stop waiting for the big break and start focusing on what you can do today. Small steps lead to big results. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a step toward your success. And in the end, those small steps will be what make all the difference. Discipline is key. Without discipline, even the best ideas, the most ambitious goals, and the grandest dreams will remain unfulfilled. You see, discipline isn't just about doing what's required. It's about doing what's necessary, even when you don't feel like it. It's the difference between knowing what you should do and actually doing it. In the pursuit of success, discipline is the bridge that connects your intentions to your results. Without it, you'll find yourself constantly starting but never finishing. You'll make little progress and lose momentum. But when discipline is present, everything changes. The truth is, we all have moments where we'd rather take the easy route, where the temptation to procrastinate is stronger than the will to take action. But that's where discipline comes in. It's the ability to say no to the distractions, to push past the short-term comfort, and to stay committed to your long-term goals. It's the mental toughness to do the hard work even when no one is watching, even when you'd rather relax, and even when the results aren't immediate. Discipline means you show up every day regardless of how you feel. It means you follow through with the commitments you've made to yourself, even when it's tough. Success isn't reserved for those who are the most talented or the most fortunate. It's reserved for those who have the discipline to take consistent action. Anyone can set goals, but only those who are disciplined enough to work toward them day in and day out will see them come to fruition. It's easy to be motivated when everything is going well. It's easy to take action when the path is clear and obstacles are few. But what sets successful people apart is their ability to stay disciplined when the going gets tough, when the challenges arise, and when the excitement fades. Discipline requires sacrifice. It means giving up the instant gratification that comes with distractions like social media, mindless entertainment, or indulging in bad habits. It means choosing the things that move you forward, even when they're uncomfortable or inconvenient. This doesn't mean you have to work nonstop, but it does mean being deliberate about how you spend your time and energy. Your success depends on the choices you make in those small moments. It's about choosing to work on your goals rather than wasting time. Discipline means turning away from the things that don't serve you and putting your effort into what matters most. It's important to remember that discipline isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. You don't have to be perfect every day, but you do have to show up. It's the small, consistent actions over time that add up to extraordinary results. Whether it's waking up early, sticking to a fitness routine, reading daily, or taking the time to plan your day, these are all acts of discipline that, when practiced regularly, lead to transformation. Discipline also helps you build habits that support your success. When you consistently practice disciplined actions, you create positive habits that become second nature. These habits will carry you through tough times when motivation alone isn't enough. You'll develop a routine that supports your success, and over time, discipline becomes less of a challenge and more of a way of life. The key to mastering discipline is understanding its power. Discipline is what makes the difference between good intentions and real results. It's the force that pushes you to take action when motivation fades. It's the habit that keeps you on track when distractions try to pull you away. It's the consistency that makes your goals inevitable, not just possible. So if you want success, don't wait for motivation to strike, cultivate discipline, and watch as it transforms your life. Success requires sacrifice. Many people dream of achieving great things, but fewer understand the cost of that success. Success doesn't come without a price, and that price is often paid in the form of sacrifices. If you want to reach new heights, you'll have to give up something, whether it's time, comfort, or even certain relationships. It's easy to talk about wanting success, but the real question is, are you willing to pay the price? We live in a world where instant gratification is everywhere. People want results without putting in the work, without giving up anything they value. But the reality is that success doesn't work that way. The more you want to achieve, the more you'll have to sacrifice. It might be sacrificing a few hours of sleep to work on your dreams, or sacrificing the comfort of staying in your routine to push yourself into the unknown. Success requires you to step out of your comfort zone and leave behind the things that don't align with your vision.